Hi everyone, I'm Melis Tombul. Today I am going to talk about proof of stake, which was designed for blockchain. First, let me explain what is proof of stake. Proof of stake is a cryptocurrency consensus mechanism for processing transactions and creating new blocks in a blockchain. Then, we should understand what is consensus mechanism. A consensus mechanism is a method for validating entries into a distributed database and keeping the database secure. Proof of stake reduces the amount of computational work needed to verify blocks and transactions. Under proof of work, hefty computing requirements kept the blockchain secure. Proof of stake changes the way blocks are verified using the machines of coin owners, so there doesn't need to be as much computational work done. Validators are selected randomly to confirm transactions and validate block information. This system randomizes who gets to collect fees rather than using a competitive rewards-based mechanism like proof of work. To become a validator, a coin owner must stake a specific amount of coins. For instance, Ethereum requires 32 Ethereum to be staked before a user can operate a node. Blocks are validated by multiple validators, and when a specific number of validators verify that the block is accurate, it is finalized and closed. Different proof of stake mechanisms may use various methods to reach a consensus. For example, when Ethereum introduces sharding, a validator will verify the transactions and add them to a shard block, which requires no more than 128 validators to form a voting committee. Once shards are validated and block created, two-thirds of the validators must agree that the transaction is valid, then the block is closed. How is proof of stake different from proof of work? Under proof of stake, block creators are called validators. A validator checks transactions, verifies activity, votes on outcomes, and maintains records. Under proof of work, block creators are called miners. Miners work to solve for the hash, a cryptographic number, to verify transactions. In return for solving the hash, they are rewarded with a coin. To buy into the position of becoming a block creator, you need to own enough coins or tokens to become a validator on a proof of stake blockchain. For proof of work, miners must invest in processing equipment and incur hefty energy charges to power the machines attempting to solve the computations. Both consensus mechanisms help blockchains synchronize data, validate information, and process transactions. Each method has proven successful at maintaining a blockchain, although each has pros and cons. However, the two algorithms have very different approaches. Let me show you proof of stake versus proof of work. We should understand their differences. On proof of stake, there is no competition as the block creator is chosen by an algorithm based on the user's stake. But on the proof of work, to add each block of the chain, miners must complete to solve a difficult puzzle using their computer processing power. On proof of stake, in order to add a malicious block, you would have to own 51% of all the cryptocurrency on the network. But on the proof of work, in order to add a malicious block, you would have to have a computer more powerful than 51% of the network. On proof of stake, there is no reward for making a block, so the block creator takes a transaction fee. But on the proof of work, the first miner to solve the puzzle is given a reward for their work. Goals of proof of stake. Proof of stake is designed to reduce network congestion and address environmental sustainability concerns surrounding the proof of work protocol. Proof of work is a competitive approach to verifying transactions, which naturally encourages people to look for ways to gain an advantage, especially since monetary value is involved. The proof of stake mechanism seeks to solve these problems by effectively substituting staking for computational power, whereby the network randomizes an individual's mining ability. This means there should be a drastic reduction in energy consumption since miners can no longer rely on massive farms of single-purpose hardware to gain an advantage. Bitcoin miners earn Bitcoin by verifying transactions and blocks. However, they pay their operating expenses like electricity and rent with fiat currency. So, what's really happening is that miners exchange energy for cryptocurrency, which causes proof of work mining to use as much energy as some small countries. How staking works in the proof of stake consensus mechanism. First, owner stakes their native tokens in staking pools, and then pseudo randomly selects next validator, and the selected validator proposes a block of transactions. Then other validators verify and approve the transaction, and the block is added to the existing blockchain. And the last step is the validator earns a transaction fee. This is how staking works in the proof of stake consensus mechanism. Where is proof of stake used in? You can see on the picture proof of stake used in which currencies actually. It's like Cardano, Percoin, Steam, Tron, Gridcoin. And this first currency to adopt the proof of stake method was Purecoin. Among the major cryptocurrencies that use proof of stake are Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, and Polkadot. And that's all. Thank you for listening.